Hello students. So today we will learn Porter's value chain model. Before that, institute vision and mission. Vision of our institute. Pune Institute of Computer Technology aspires to be the leader in higher technical education and research of international repute. Mission for that is to be the leading and most sought after institute of education and research in emerging engineering and technology disciplines that attracts, retains, and sustains gifted individuals of significant potential. Then, department vision and mission. Vision of the department: achieve academic excellence through education in computing, to create intellectual manpower to explore professional, higher educational, and social opportunities. Mission for that is to impart learning by educating students with conceptual knowledge and hands-on practices using modern tools, fast technologies, and competency skills, thereby igniting the young minds for innovative thinking, professional expertise, and research. So let us start with the Porter's value chain model from Unit 1. The outline for today's lecture is Porter's value chain model. Porter's value chain model with IS, primary activities in value chain, support activities in value chain. Then after that we will see two sample value chains. One is of product value chain, and one is service value chain. So let us start. This is what is in front of you is Porter's value chain model. So analysis of competitive strategy is often based on the value chain model. Originally it was proposed by Michael Porter, the scientist Michael Porter. In this model, it is assumed that to meet its goals, an organization carries out its functions in a series of activities that add value to the final product the organization makes or sells. These activities consist of primary and support or secondary activities. So we will see first the primary activities, and then after that the support activities. As you can see on the slide, there are 5 primary activities. First, focus on the primary activities: inbound logistic, production, outbound logistics, sales and marketing, and maintenance. These 5 are the primary activities in Porter's value chain model. So let us go ahead one by one. So primary activities. Inbound logistics. It deals with managing the resources that are brought to the firm from outside. So whatever is brought from outside into the organization or into the firm, these are dealt in this component, that is inbound logistics. For example, raw material you can consider. So first let me cover all the activities in the value chain, and then I will convince you more with the help of sample examples. So just look it at it is a generic template like. So inbound logistics, then production. So act of converting the input materials into the finished product. So this component actually it deals with the production. So whatever is brought in the firm by this previous inbound logistic component, so that material, raw material, so it is converted into actual finished product by this component. Let us go to the next component in the value chain, that is outbound logistics. It helps in coordinating the movement of finished goods to the locations where they are demanded and can be stored. So the finished products, they are moved in the this component, that is outbound logistics, so where they are demanded. Next component in the value chain is sales and marketing. So it deals with informing the customers of the firm of its product and bring them for the final sale. So everything related to sales of the product and marketing, like publicity and sales, all these fall in this sales and marketing component of the Porter's value chain. And the last component in the Porter's value chain is the maintenance activities component. Actually, it is a post-sale activity. So after the sale of the product, it starts, as the name suggests, maintenance. So all maintenance activities, they are included in this last component of the Porter's value chain model. It deals with servicing the needs of the customers after a sale has been made. So all these 5 are the primary activities in Porter's value chain model. So now let us go ahead with the secondary activities. So there are 4 secondary activities in the value chain. Actually, they support the primary activities. They do not directly contribute to the value chain. They just support the primary activities. Hence the name support activities. So first is infrastructure management, second is HR, third is R&D, and last is procurement. So first is infrastructure management. So everything it looks after the facility or the facility management. So managing all the facilities such as building, electricity, water supply of the firm to enable it to function properly. It takes care of all the facility. Then HR, human resource and management. It deals with recruitment, training and development of personnel of the organization. So related to the employees, everything related to the employees. Then third is R&D. So it examines ways by which operations can be made more efficient or newer and better products and services can be launched. So like R&D cell is always looking after some innovation, if you can bring some innovation in your product apart from its regular or routine requirements. So innovative things whether you can bring into your product. So that is there for the R&D cell. And last is procurement. It is related to the resources. So searching, this component helps in searching for and acquiring resources efficiently. So all these are the secondary activities in the Porter's value chain. I hope it is clear. One more thing. So Porter's value chain model with IS. So again I will make it clear. So this is your normal Porter's value chain model, generic. You look it in as a generic template. So all these are primary activities. These are the support activities. Now where IS comes into picture, information systems. So just focus on this diagram. So the inbound logistic components deals with the information system called supply chain management system or SCM, whereas production, outbound logistic and research and R&D component they constitute the ERP system, that is enterprise resource planning system. And the last 2 components, that is sales and marketing and maintenance, they constitute the CRM, that is customer relationship management. So for time being you just remember this much only, because in the unit 3 we are going to learn SCM, ERP and CRM in a great detail. So let us proceed to the 2 sample value chains. Then you will be more convinced. So this I have prepared for you. So first is product value chain. I have prepared value chain of automobile manufacturing firm. So our product is automobile. For example, let us say car. So we are dealing with automobile manufacturing firm and focusing on the car product, car as a product. So we are manufacturing car. So same I have mapped this sample example with the same generic template just now we have learned. So just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is also having the 5 phases or 5 components. They go hand in hand with the all 5 activities just now we had seen. So first is your inbound logistic, second is the production component, third is outbound logistic, fourth is sales and marketing, and last is maintenance. Like this you try to grasp. So what will fall in the first component? So how the inbound logistic, what are the responsibilities of this component when you are with the product organization? So just see. It will include raw material and working capital management. So when you are dealing with car manufacturing, so it will deal with your vendors, parts vendors. So inbound logistic, whatever is brought from the outside into the firm. So let us go to the next. Second is here actual car. It is, you are having your car manufactured. So it is the product phase of value chain. Next is what? Once the cars are manufactured, what to do with those cars? So this is the outbound logistic component of the value chain. So it deals with movement of cars to the warehouses and dealer locations. So the cars are shifted to the warehouses and dealer location by outbound logistic component. That's it. And next, what to do? Fourth is the sales and marketing. Shifted is okay now. It is time to sell those cars. So it deals with advertising, branding, publicity, and make it ready for final sale. So this is the fourth component in the value chain, sales and marketing. And the last is the maintenance. So it is post-sale component. So it deals with servicing in case of breakdown, supplying parts for replacement, training client personnel. So everything related to maintenance of the cars after sale of the cars, it falls in this last component in the value chain. So I hope it is clear. So we have seen sample value chain of what you can say, it is a product value chain. So sample value chain of automobile manufacturing firm. We have focused on car manufacturing. So let us go ahead with another sample value chain I have prepared for you. So this is it deals with a hospital. So I am calling it is a hospital. So it is a service industry or service business. It is not a product. So I am calling it as, or it is called as, service value chain. Again, all the 5 components I have mapped with the generic value chain template by Porter. So first is your inbound logistic, second is your production, third is outbound logistic, fourth is sales and marketing component, and last is the maintenance component in the value chain. So let us map it to the hospital as a, what you can say, value chain of a hospital. So it is a service value chain. So in hospital, you are not dealing with a product manufacturing. So you are giving service, or the patients, they are getting the service. So it is called as a service business. So first component, it is the inbound logistic component. It deals with, so whenever I map it with hospital, it deals with medicines, surgical and clinical equipments. So what is it? Whatever it is brought from outside into the firm. So medicines or your raw material. So what is required by the, what you can say, your doctors to treat the patients. So medicines, surgical, clinical equipments, they will fall in this inbound logistic. Next is your production component. So here the patients, they are what you can say, they are cured or they are getting the services. So services delivered through patient care and surgery, actual here the treatment, patients are treated. So it will fall in the product phase of the value chain, Porter's value chain. Last, third is billing, transfer of patients and disposal of waste material. So once the patient is treated and cured, so now it is the time to discharge. Time to discharge that patient, billing and everything. So it will fall in this third component, that is outbound logistic. Fourth is sales and marketing component. So it deals with informing citizens about the activities of hospital and how they can avail the services. So everything related to hospital, publicity and services. For example, Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital in Pune, like they are working for the economically backward class people. So that from time to time they publish the what you can say, the services or the schemes for those people like this. So this will fall in this component. that is sales and marketing component, and the last component is the maintenance component. So when you map it with a hospital, so it deals with keeping in touch with patients and ensuring they follow the prescribed medicines or lifestyle. So it deals with the follow up of the patient post sale, or what you can say after everything. So when the patient is cured, he has been discharged and everything, but follow up, so follow up of that patient, so it will be taken care by the last component, that is the maintenance component of the value chain. So that is the end of today's lecture. So in short, we will revise or what we have learned today. So we had learned Porter's value chain model, with IS. So here we had seen three IS, that is HCM, CRM and ERP. So primary activities in value chain, 5 primary activities we had learned: inbound logistic, production, outbound logistic, sales and marketing, and maintenance. Support activities we had seen after that, your infrastructure management, HR, R&D and procurement. And then after that we had seen 2 sample value chains. One is product value chain dealing with production of cars, and one is service value chain related to hospital. So that's the end of today's lecture. So these are the references. This is your textbook. Rahul De is the name of the author, and this is the title: MIS, Management Information Systems in Business, Government and Society. And one web reference also I have mentioned. So that is the end of today's lecture. Thank you.